All right, you know what time it is. It is time for the 2024 bank video. I made another video last year on the 31st. It is the 30th right now, so I'm about a day early. But I figured I would get this recorded while I can. I'm home alone, so I can be as loud as I want. I'm going to try to make this video not as long as normal. I think my other videos from the past years are like 40 minutes or something. I kind of cringe looking back over them because I went over every single tab, like every single item. I'm just going to go over what's new and basically just give like a brief overview of everything. I can't remember exactly where I was at. Like I said last year, I don't remember exactly what I had last time, but I do know the bank value, and we're going to get right into it. As you can see, we have made some pretty good progress this year on our Ironman. I think even more so than any other year combined. So let's just get right into it. As you can see, bank value 8.1 billion GP, and that is without basically any dupes, any expensive dupes, I should say. I don't hold on to dupes much. I said that before, and basically 8 bill just in raw drops, specific single items for the most part, and because there's a lot of people that have their bank values boosted by keeping dupes and stuff. If I kept all my dupes, I'd be at like, I don't know, 14 bill or something. But I can't hold on to too many dupes on the account. It just feels weird. Yeah, and the main can profit off of it, so I might as well drop stuff over and at least build up the main as well. New this year, I have a list of stuff next to me that I made a list of that I know are new. But here's a massive one, is my Bloodhound. I got this year at 100 master completions on the dot. And it was actually called in the clan chat. It's on my Twitter. I was extremely happy to get this. This is one of those pets that people take thousands of hours going for, and I don't really want to sit there and do tons of clues. I like doing clue scrolls, don't get me wrong, but I've also been holding on to them for quite a while now. It's just, I've got everything useful from clues so far, so I don't really have a reason to do them other than just clogging. But this year I was focused primarily on PVM. So, Bloodhound's new. Shards are lower than before because I actually got the Blade of Salador this year, so I used my 1,000 shards I was holding or whatever since last year. Then doing some necks. Cash is down quite a bit because, as you can see, I got a scythe, which we'll go over once I get to that tab here in a second. The first tab that just has all this random junk and it hasn't changed much. It looked very similar last year. But as you can see, bank value is almost entirely in the gear tab, just like every other year. Notable differences this year from last year is Araxor came out. So there's basically everything you can get from Araxor I've got besides the boots, which come from the little Araxites. I don't have the Urania boots yet because I've just been killing Araxor as I get the tasks, so I'll get those at some point, but I'm not too worried about it. So this year we got Amulet of Rancor. I have a spare Infernal Cape in case I max and I want to have one of each cape. I have 20-something completions and I've traded in other ones. So I figured I would just hold on to another one because I'm not close to maxing, but I figure I should just hold on to a cape in case I want to have both variants. I finally got my Missouri mask. That was way earlier in the year. I think it was directly after recording the last bank video, so I've had this basically the whole year. I got the Virtus mask. I got nothing to replace the Aram's top. I've been doing Desert Treasure bosses, Cox. I have not replaced this. For sure, I get this replaced this next year. There's no way. No way I don't. Notably, I am not using both ancestral pieces. I have the Twisted Ancestral Rope Bottom this year, which is pretty huge. So we got a kit and the rope bottom. And we also got the ornament kit for the occult, which is pretty sick. Notably, we got the Venator ring. I don't think I had this ring or the Bellator last year. So I got both of those. We pulled a scythe this year, going for the Zuck helm. I got it on my very last task that wasn't a top speed, so you literally could not have picked a better time to get this. I got this on my very last task, and then I was able to use it on the speeds the next day, and I got Grandmaster a couple days after that. So it literally, I pulled it just before getting Grandmaster, did almost every single other task without it. So Mega Rare 1 also got the Tebow this year. It is a huge year for the Iron. I don't think I'll ever see as much progress in the bank as I did this year because there's simply not enough items in the game that are worth as much as these 3 Mega Rares are. So last year and the year before I had the Shadow. This year I got the Scythe and the Tebow. So we now have all 3 Mega Rares on the Iron, which is awesome. Got the Zuck Helm. Zuck Helm is the single-handed most cool looking item in the game, and I'm so glad to have it. I feel so relieved. I can just do what I want now. I don't have that lingering in the back of my head about how I should be going for it. So super glad to get that out of the way this year. As I said, we got the Blade of Salador this year as well, which I was using at Tob before I got the Scythe, so this has been basically permanently benched. Let's see, anything different? I'll go down my list. So I got this year Scythe, Rancor, Bellator Ring, Missouri Mask. Oh, Quiver. Coliseum came out this year, so we got the Quiver. Bless that thing. I did a lot of Wave 1 resets, and that was even after they changed it, so you didn't get the maximum amount of Sunfire shards or whatever. But super glad to have that. The Quiver is super nice. Once I get the Zerite crossbow, I'll really be able to use this to its max potential. Let's see. Everything else is basically the same. My Zora scales has almost exactly doubled from last year. I think I had like 80 something thousand. So a very respectable 166,000 scales, since we don't really go through them very much. You use the blowpipe and Tob and like Inferno, and that's about it. Dragon Arrows 14,000. That's still pretty good. I was going through those quite a bit, doing my hard mode KCs and regular Tob and whatnot. So still glad to see I have a decent amount of dragon stuff, but those will definitely go away with the next I'm doing this next year. I've been doing a lot of next. We'll go over the log, but I can't pull any Torva, so hopefully for the next bank video I'll have some Torva to show. I got the ZGS this year, so that's 3 out of 5 God Swords. Just need the AGS and the then one from next that nobody cares about. Got the Soul Reaper Axe, got the Grazi Rapier. We got 3 Grazi Rapiers this year, 3 in a row from Tob. 2 of them were back-to-back KCs, which was kind of funny. Which, that's money for the main, so I can't really complain. It was like 60 mil or something when I got them initially. Zombie Axe is probably new, but nobody cares. Nox Halberd, obviously, from Araxor. That is actually so good to use basically everywhere. If you don't have a Scythe and you don't have, like, a Blade of Salador, the Nox Halberd is actually the new meta, I believe, for early game Ironman. So, not early, but, like, mid-game, I guess. Because it's pretty good at end game content, so. Excuse me, I've been sick. Echo Boots from Coliseum, since that's new. We got 2 Bellator Vestiges when we were going for the Soul Reaper Axe, so those are sitting in the bank. And all I need is another Warrior Ring, and I can make another one and then drop it over to the main, so. One more piece of the axe. I don't know what to do with these. I'm just kind of holding on to them. Perilous Moons came out, so we got a few of those drops as well. Got Full Sunfire from Coliseum. Got a Virtus Robe Bottom, which obviously isn't better than the Ancestral, so it's just sitting down here until I get full Virtus, which is good at like burst tests to go for the Imbued Heart, which I still don't have. I'm over the rate for the Imbued Heart, unfortunately. But yeah, Perilous Moons came out. Got a few of those drops like really close to release. I just wanted the dual Makahitals for Tob, because they're pretty good. I don't know if they beat out the Ham Joint, so I primarily bring the Ham Joint over the Makahitals, but it's not too bad to bring these in like a 5-man, where there's 2 meleeers, so. Pretty good item to have. These things are pretty awesome, even on Virtus, on Verzik P1, they're actually very good if you don't have a Scythe. Alright. This is a very sad tab compared to last year. I think last year I had many more potions because I haven't been making much this year. I haven't been a very good Iron Man. I haven't been doing my farm runs as much. I've been doing a decent amount of Nex. Been doing a lot of other PVM, as you've seen, getting the Zuck Helm. So we've whittled this down quite a bit, but no worries. I have thousands and thousands of herbs, so I'm not too worried about it. I just haven't been making them. So if I ever get dangerously low, we'll just dip into our grimy herbs and start making some more. It's not a big deal. AFK'd a lot of Karam ones. That's about the only fishing I've done this year. I think I've caught a few anglerfish, maybe like 1,500 maximum. So we're still decent on food. We're not really low on anything. And this tab's very much similar to last year. It's just the values have varied. So also new this year, got the full runecrafting outfit because I was preparing to get the scythe and or the Sang. I knew I was going to be going through Blood Rune, so I really wanted to crank out the Colossal Pouch as well as the other Guardians of the Rift items. And I got pretty lucky. I got the lantern just before I finished the outfit, so I don't even need to go back. I've got all the useful things from there. And the lantern's only useful there, so it's just cool to have, I guess, if I ever wanted to go back. The tiaras you get from there that you can attune to your hat, got those. I don't think anything else in here has really changed this year. So, yeah, rune stacks are alright. They're not too bad. Excuse me. The Blood Rune stack is suffering as always. It's going to be suffering until I can sit down and do some more rune crafting, which will go over the skills at some point. But I'm going to crank out 99 rune crafting, I think, directly at Blood Runes. I don't think I'm going to do anything else to 99 because the Blood Runes are just so valuable on the account now that I have the Scythe. Let's see. So this is my skilling tab. I think last year we'll notice I had a lot more of these gems. I dropped a ton of them over to the main because realistically I was never going to go through them, and I get so many of them even now. I think I dropped over enough to get down to 2,000 in all of these, and I'm already back up to like well over 3,000, 9,000, you know. So I dropped some over just because I had the excess ones I know I was never going to use, and it was just bank space, or not space, but bank value to add to the main so I could buy some more gear on there. So it's a very, very bad cardinal sin dropping some skilling related items over to the main. I get it, but whatever, you know. I didn't drop over any of my like ore or anything, so I'm just fine with what I have. I have thousands and thousands of logs and whatnot I'm never gonna use, so it's whatever. I definitely have 99 banked for construction. I think any bankable skill I have 99 right now, so, or at least I have it banked. Nothing too crazy in here. It's just a regular Ironman, endgame Ironman tab. Seeds, I put like all my seeds besides the ones that are actually useful into the seed vault because my bank space is pretty it's suffering pretty heavily. I stopped cleaning herbs because I'm lazy. I know. I'll probably end up just getting a huge stack of them and then taking a bunch of money over and getting them cleaned in the desert. Or if I really want, I could just clean some as I need them like I was going to do with my potions. So we got a good stack of stuff. We get a lot of herbs from Cox. You honestly don't even need to do farm runs anymore. You get enough herbs from Cox and other content. Ancient Blood Ornament Kit. Obviously, I have a Zuck Helm, so I did complete Blood Torva this year. I ended up using, I believe, 12 orbs, which is very good. I think I used like 40 on my main. I would send the kills on my main, and then I would immediately do the back-to-back on my Ironman just to be fresh for the kill. I didn't want to waste my orbs. So I think I used like 60 orbs to get it on both accounts, and those are all on YouTube if you want to check out the kills. They're all pretty clean. Nothing new here. I think my purple sweet stack might be very similar because I didn't do nearly as many clues this year as I did last. I went through all my prayer supplies recently and got 98 prayer. I'm about 900k off of 99, so we'll be getting that for sure. I think these are all basically the same as well, so. And then this is just my junk tab. If I don't know where to put stuff, I just dump it in here, or if it's stuff I want to drop over to the main, I'll do that. So I have a couple extra pieces of the halberd. This is the pieces for my third halberd. I'm just missing one, and then I can drop that over to the main. And other than that, yeah, there's nothing left in here really that was big changes other than some of my, I think the Scythe and the T-bow were the biggest flex changes this year to the bank value. Moving over to stats, I think last year I was at like 300 million something XP. Sorry. I'm going to keep coughing because I'm sick. I'm hella sick. I'm not going to lie. I think last year I was 2188 total level, and now I'm 2227, so not a lot of progress there, but we're about 70 levels away from max, so... Or not 70, we're only 50 levels away from max. Holy. Yeah, we'll maybe max this next year? I don't know. I have nothing really to do ever since getting my Zuck helm, so there's no reason why I shouldn't at least try to max this next year. Collection log 947, combat task 588. Not going to show my time played, but it's like a lot of hours. Did every single quest that came out. I'm pretty sure I had the achievement diaries done 2 years ago, so nothing's changed there. We can go over my collection log, and that will be the end of the video after we go through this. So I'll scroll through. I won't talk about too much in here. I haven't done very many other bosses this year other than what's new, so... Amox, I got the green log here. I got the pet before I even got the Glacial Tomatli, which you needed to do some CAs, so that's kind of cool. I don't have to go back there. Araxor I've been killing, doing tutorial tasks until I get spider tasks, and then I'll just do some passive kills here to try to get the pet, because you can get the Rancord Transmog or Ornament Kit, which turns it white, which is pretty cool, so I'm passively going for that. Alright, I'll just click through. Barrows was completed last year. Haven't done any Brio. Haven't done very many wilderness things this year. We're just clicking through so you can look at whatever you want to stop and look at. But nothing's changed much other than the Desert Treasure boss is just missing the Virtus top. But I got the I got no pets besides the Leviathan pet, I'm pretty sure, and the... I don't know what pets I got this year. I guess we'll go over that tab when we get there. 20 KC Fortis Coliseum. Still don't have the Tonal tick, so I'd like to get that for Tob at some point, which we will probably sit down and do now that I have the Scythe. I just haven't gone there since I've gotten the Scythe. Let's see, got my second enhanced. Huey, did some Huey. I got super lucky and got 3 hides, so I was able to do the new combat test day 1 when they came out. Up to 23 KC. I'm also on I have 3 Zuck tasks right now, so I can hopefully get to 26 if I don't plank. Maybe get the pet this year. That'd be kind of cool. I don't think I even killed a Calphite Queen once this year. Maybe. I don't know. Like I said, ZGS to complete Krill except for the pet. Leviathan was the only Desert Treasure 2 boss pet I got, I think. Yeah. Moon's Apparel. Not great. Not awful. Mechs. Here's the biggest, most sad thing on my account. I saw a guy yesterday that was at 588 KC and 888 shards, and he had everything but the horn, including the pet. Literally everything. On an Ironman. I wanted to cry. I've done so many. I'm due for like 2.5, 3 drops or something, and I've seen full Torva on my MVP. I haven't gotten a single drop, so that's going to be a little bit of a nightmare. Speaking of which, haven't done very much. I don't even think I've done any nightmare this year. Maybe a couple kills. Yeah, nothing new. Scurious might be new this year. None of this is new. 3 Bellator Vestiges and 1,000 is pretty lucky, I guess, or unlucky, depending on who you are. Out of the raids tabs, I think the only change this year in this is T-Bow and Ancestral Pants and Twisted Kit. I also got an Onyx from Tecton. That's the only way to get the Onyx is from Tecton. Tob, I'm missing 2 items. I think this year I've gotten everything here besides the Vernic I already had. So anything in here is new. 80 hard mode KC. Haven't got a kit. Haven't gotten dust. So these are the other major things I want to go for this year. Get the Sang as well as the Holy Kit, and then the Sanguine Kit for the Red Scythe would be sick. Completed TOA besides PET, and I haven't done the transmog KCs or anything yet. I'll do that at some point. They're really easy. Clues, pretty sure I haven't done like anything new this year other than my master clues where I got the bloodhound, so that's the major change there. But other than that, I don't think I got any like mega rares. I think I had these last year. Mini games, I don't even know if I even need to click through these. I haven't done anything, I don't think. Yeah, I haven't done any. Maybe a little bit of LMS. But I need to get in there and get my Swift Blade. I'll probably try to do that this year if it's actually something I really, really need. Alright. All pets. I'll scroll through these. I know that at least 2 of them are new. I think maybe I had the Younglith last year. I got 3 pets at least. This one, and this one. I can't think of... I think I had the other ones last year, so... Hunter Guild was new. Just got the backpack, which is actually kind of cool to get first because I saved some bank space throwing all my hunting gear in there. Tormented Demons, I got a singular Burning Claw and 800 something KC. Need to get one more of those, as well as 1 Synapse at least to get the bow. Or, I don't know. I might need 2 Synapses because the bow is pretty good. I'm thinking the bow and the, what's the thing called? The burning, whatever the sword is that replaces the arc light. That one would be pretty cool to get too, just to not have to charge the arc light anymore. Miscellaneous tab, kind of cool looking, I guess. Nothing crazy here. Other than that, I think that's it. You know, biggest increase this year. Got some skills. We're gonna work on maxing for this next year. I need to get 92 agility so I can do some Hollowed Sepulcher. I'm actually looking forward to that because I did some leagues and got some experience on the 5th floor, and it feels actually super easy. So I'm excited to do that in this account and go for the Ring of Endurance as well as just maxing. So I hit 126 combat the other day, getting my 98 prayer. Other than that, that's it. Bank value sitting at a pretty 8.148 bill. Hopefully next year we can crack about 10 bill, but I'm not sure because there's not too many expensive items left other than Torva, but I guess Torva would probably put me over 9 bill at least. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know if you have any questions, and if not, I'll see you next year for the next bank video.